Hey guys, it's your boy Dolly, and just trying to keep up with the videos. The state of crypto as we know it, a lot of investors they've just been worried, I guess. But this is nothing new. This isn't some new discovery. This isn't something that we didn't know. This is how investment goes. This is how things are, and sometimes you're going to have periods where things don't make sense, and especially when you involve big money players, there always is going to be a chance of consolidation, of periods of sideways action, downwards movement before we really could get the market moving again. There is so much different fundamental things working in the background that we won't even understand quite fully until they play out. There are so many different, I feel like different wars and different agendas that our government is fighting, and we are just seeing the effects of it play out fundamentally. Investors are scared. So when investors are scared, gold is going to go up, and subsequently, because of the use value of silver now, silver is going up too. Silver is going up because we knew this for a long time. I've been doing this for a long time, since back when it was like $25 or less. We knew silver was what they used in solar panels, what AI needs to put in their chips. There's so many different use values and use cases for it. So it's going up now. It's not surprising. Uh, we are probably going to see it go up over the years as well because it's becoming more valuable. But the thing about it is the supply. The places that do supply it have to ship it to China to be refined. So maybe we have to get some more refineries on the western side of the world, because China is refining it and it's not leaving their country. So it's only gonna leave China in a refined state at a much higher price and as a product. So they're dominating. They kind of have the market on a chokehold. It's crazy, but for investors, patience is necessary. We have had movers obviously in the last year, like Zcash, and you're gonna see those. That's what crypto does. But now you're gonna have to wait, and you're gonna have to very be very selective about which crypto you get into. I mean, obviously you're gonna have volume in meme stocks. It's okay if 10% or less of your portfolio is a meme stock, but in times like this, I urge investors to really get deep into the valuable crypto and what they're trying to do. Like you have crypto like Ondo, which is heavily associated with BlackRock. Is so low right now. Like this is almost like your direct window into investing in BlackRock, investing with BlackRock. People who had before said that they were not really interested in crypto, but now that they have interest, you are seeing a lot of moves from them, and they are going to manipulate this thing. They're not going to just manipulate, they're going to manipulate whatever they get into. They've been shifting around their crypto like crazy. So, you could expect when big players get into the market, they're going to game it because they have all the funds in the world to do research, and they have all the assets in the world to do manipulation. So, right now, what I'm seeing is, and everything is all technical analysis and a bit of fundamentals. The fundamentals right now are leading to uncertainty. Risk off type environment where investors are moving towards metals in the short term because they're trying to figure out what the hell is going on, right? So when investors are scared, they sell stocks, and crypto is going to fall into that as of now, and they buy metals, right? So metals are going crazy. Who's to say we don't see metals going up a bit more? But metals have been a bit overextended. So I think it's like a waiting game where maybe we could get some liquidation in Bitcoin. That's what I'm hoping for. I think that's what it needs. It needs some liquidation right now, washing down to probably $60,000 level. If it doesn't, then maybe if it holds up here, which anything is possible if it holds up here, then it's possible that we get, let me just mark this up. It's been a while since, it's possible that we get a movement maybe down to these lows, 81,000, or in this area, generally just stay in this area. But the chart is looking like it's going to go down and then possibly retest the highs, make a new high. But then what it does with the new high, I still think there are some longs that need to get liquidated for this thing to really see some volume. Overall, I think I think one of my associates made a good comment that back in the original bull run in 2021, well, not original, but the recent bull run in 2020, 2021, COVID, after COVID, everything rebounded. A lot of people got scammed heavily in crypto, and maybe we're missing some of the retail investors. They may have gotten burned and now they're cautious. It's possible, but when institutional money gets into these things, this is a very slow mover. They're strategic. These moves now might take years. So I welcome this. Why do I welcome this? Because it allows me to research what actually has value and actually allocate funds to things that have value. So when you do find yourself in a move or investing into something like Zcash, then over 5 6 years, maybe you have like 6 7,000 in there because you've accumulated over time, and now you're up 10 times your money, 11 times your money, and you're looking to reduce your position and look for the next big thing. So patience is what's necessary. There is a lot of good opportunities out here in the market right now, things that are at all-time lows. If they sell off 50%, that's fine. 20%, 40%, that's fine, because as a long-term investor, you are patient. But right now, is it a good time to buy? It's a good time to accumulate. That's what I think. And that's not advice to buy, really, but it's a time where if you see things that are going to have long-term value and you've done your due diligence, this is where you start to allocate funds to accumulate. So investors who've been interested in Bitcoin, they have been buying and they've been patient. Their cost-based averages are very high. For like MicroStrategy, their cost base is way too high. They are up in the 70,000. So uh, liquidation could happen at 60,000. They need Bitcoin to probably go up a lot. To be average of 70,000 is insane. That's takes some type of nerve to be averaging, and you're only up like 17,000. You're gonna get liquidated right here, 74. Depending on how deep your liquidity is, you get liquidated right here. And we're just hoping, because I'm just looking at some of the moves by BlackRock. They've been shifting their crypto around a lot. It's possible, and they have a lot of it too. So we don't know what they could be planning as yet. But so far, this is just, for me, this reminds me of most recently, like right here. This is what it reminds me of in 2021 again. It's big spike from Bitcoin. It drops. It probably rebounds, makes a new high. Possibly this is the possible scenario that could happen right here. That it goes from the lows to the highs and then it sells off. Or where we are at right now, it just sells off. And then we're in this period right here where now we're looking for an up move, which is much more favorable. That's when the market tends to run because volume comes in, and then it's like a fuel of buying that really fueled us from 2023 to this point. So if we're going to get another 2023, 2025 type run, we're going to have to get some liquidation. We're going to have to get some consolidation. So I say, uh, what's the word? Intelligent investors right now are not scared. They are patient. They are picking their opportunities. They are getting into what they believe is a good asset. Just for example, even though Warren Buffett had gone mostly cash, he still invested in Google recently, which is crazy, which tells you that he sees value here. And just look at his chart. It's just straight up, but he saw some value here. Maybe it goes up. Maybe he's able to extract some value here. But it's just interesting. Intelligent investors are patient and they pick their opportunities. There are opportunities in this market. and you just have to be patient. I'm patient. I have been accumulating everything that's low and makes sense, like Arbitrum. This is very intelligent play as well with Ethereum, with what it's doing, and it's helping the ecosystem of Ethereum, right? That's just one of them. I'm just, obviously Cardano. It's a bit boring for most investors, but it's been around for so long, and they're active project. I just like to see the activity from the people in Cardinal and always trying to advance their technology. So that's just Cardinal, Arbitrum, Ondo is one of them that is like BlackRock is heavily invested in that one. So, and these things are very low. It looks like it's gonna head. If I could get it much lower as well, I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll definitely take a few $1,000s worth of it much lower. With the potential of when things go crazy, maybe this thing is worth like $500. We don't know. We're gonna wait and we're gonna see. The sky is obviously the limit, and obviously it's a fixed percentage loss. You put in there what you could afford to lose as usual. Even with there's so many of them being tested. This one is Hedera, and it was being tested for interbank communication. Obviously XRP. I'm just touching briefly XRP. XRP and Stellar as well. Just some of the crypto that banks want to use. I mean, if you just want to stick strictly to intelligent plays, that might pay off. You get into things that people are using for actual functionality. So it's so many different plays, and I don't want to keep talking about all the plays, but just I'm putting out videos all the way through this process because I'm investing and I'm getting into these things and I'm doing more and more research. And I just love that the prices are doing this so you don't miss the opportunity when it does happen, regardless of what happens. But I'll keep you guys updated. This is your boy Dali. Thank you very much.